This is the healthiest and longest I've ever seen my natural hair. So I'm going to be sharing with you things that I stopped doing that has really helped in benefiting in growing my hair longer. So if you're having problem with stagnant growth or if just growing your hair in general, keep on watching this video. So we're going to start off first with your takedown process. Most people don't realize that your takedown process is key to length retention. So everybody's hair grows, it's just that you're not retaining length. So there's a particular technique and skill to taking down your hair for you not to get breakage or your hair not breaking off. So what I do is that I always make sure to add a liquid based product on my hair to help to soften and like losing all those matted hair, because the reason why you're not seeing longer hair is that you're not retaining length. So your hair has grown, and if your hair stayed for a very long time, you get like matted up hair on your new growth. So you have to make sure to use a liquid based product, whether that is conditioner or water or anything that is liquid based, just to help to soften that matted hair, so that when you're taking down your hair, your hair won't break off or your hair won't snap off. So when you're doing this process, make sure that you're not doing it hurriedly or you're not trying to rush this process, because you need to take your time to take down each and every strand of your hair. You have to be very, very careful, because this is one of the key reasons why your hair isn't growing. You need to be very, very careful when doing this. You can see that I'm very slow and very patient, and it's a lot easier when your hair is soft. So just make sure you go in with a liquid based product, whether that is conditioner, water, or you have to deep condition, whatever that is. Just make sure that you are careful, and I always suggest for you to use your fingers when doing this and not use combs. If you must use combs, you have to be very careful, but make sure that you use your fingers, because I find it a lot easier, because I can feel what I'm doing. I'm very careful when I use my fingers. You can see clearly that in this small section, you can see that I'm taking it strand by strand, because I can feel where the knots are, and I'm very careful in this process. So you need to change or stop this mistake. I'm going to say stop this mistake, and you see so much change in your natural hair. So on to the next mistake you're making is that you're detangling a dry hair. You need to stop detangling your hair when it's in a dry state, because if you're detangling your hair when it's dry, it's going to break off, and your hair, you're going to see a lot of hair growth, a lot of progress being thrown out. So you need to make sure that you wet your hair first, or you go in with a liquid based product. Like I mentioned, I'm always going to be mentioning liquid based product, because liquids or liquid based products really help to soften your hair, make it easier for you to reduce breakage or that tension or friction. So you need to make sure that you detangle your hair when it's not dry. Never detangle a dry hair. I know most people just get combs when they're done taking down their hair, just run the comb through the length of their hair. They don't even start from the tip of their hair, like from the tip, and work their way through. Make sure that your hair is wet first, like your hair is soft, or you use the conditioner, water, whatever is available. A liquid based product is key. Then after doing this part, make sure that you do finger detangle your hair. I love finger detangling, because when I started doing this, I was losing less hair, because when I use combs or I use detangling brushes, I noticed that the hair loss was a lot. So I stopped using it, and I moved to just finger detangling only. I know most people will still say, oh, they want to use their combs, but trust me, once you start doing finger detangling, you would never go back. My hair loss or my hair breakage or any form of manipulation, hair loss, hair breakage reduced drastically. So you need to make sure that your finger detangling, you can feel where the knots are on your hair. You're very careful, because you're using your own fingers. You're not using combs or detangling brushes that are going to be more tension on your hair strands, which can eventually cause it to break off at certain points, or in fact just get like increased excessive hair shedding. So just make sure that you go in with a liquid based product first, and you finger detangle. But if you want to use combs or detangling brushes, make sure you use a wide tooth comb. And also note that not all detangling brushes are good detangling brushes. So make sure that whatever brush you're using for your hair is made for your particular type of hair. So that's why I always say just finger detangle, and when you're done detangling your hair, make sure you put it back in the section. This helps your hair not to tangle back up and making you manipulate your hair again, because anytime you manipulate your hair, trust me, your hair is breaking or you're causing excessive hair loss at some point. So just make sure that once you detangle your hair, put it back in a section. It helps reduce the tension on your scalp and on your hair from breaking. So the next thing is that you're not washing your hair in sections. Please guys, make sure you're washing your hair in sections. Like you can see in this video, I'm washing my hair in my protective hairstyle. But if your hair is not in a protective hairstyle and your hair is like out, make sure you put it in sections. This helps you to focus more on your particular section. It helps your hair to get clean, and also it helps to reduce tension, manipulation, which can eventually cause hair to tangle. Because when your hair is out, natural hair is very full, and like your volume shows more when water comes in contact to your hair. So what you need to do is that you make sure to section your hair so that you won't be overwhelmed and eventually like tangle and get your hair matted up. It helps to reduce the stress of washing your hair. So washing your hair sections automatically helps your hair to get clean and not get tangled, because if your hair gets tangled up, that means you have to detangle again, which can cause your hair to, that's over manipulation and will lead to breakage. So just washing your hair sections helps your wash day process to be easier, smooth, and less hair loss when doing this process. So once you find out that you're losing less hair from washing your hair, from detangling, from whatever process you're doing to your hair, just try to reduce manipulation. And one way to reduce manipulation is washing your hair in sections. So the next I'm going to talk about is oiling a dry scalp. Like all that oils are moisturizing, all of that, like that is a lie. No, oils are not moisturizing. You need to have a liquid based product or a form of liquid on your hair first before you go in with any oil. Oils are sealants, they are not moisturizing. If you're oiling your dry scalp, you notice that if you're oiling a dry scalp, you notice that you have dandruff flare up, you will see excessive shedding because your scalp is dry, which can cause your shedding to increase. So make sure you have a liquid based product. You can go in with a conditioner, you can go in with water, you can go in with any form of liquid based products like aloe vera. Anything that is liquid based is what you should go in with first, then work your way to using your oil as your sealant. So LCO and LOC should be your friend when talking about locking in moisture. That is the liquid, cream, oil, or liquid, oil, and cream. This helps to lock in moisture on your hair, and your hair will stay moisturized for a very long period. Like if you're natural hair, just know that moisture should be your friend, because if your hair is not moisturized, you notice that you're getting excessive hair shedding, your hair is breaking a lot because your hair is not, you're not giving your hair that moisture or elasticity for your hair to stay, for your hair not to break off. So you need to make sure that you're not oiling a dry scalp, because it will increase your shedding, and also it's also going to cause dandruff. And scalp health is very important for longer hair and increasing hair growth. So you need to make sure that your scalp health is, you're taking care of your scalp very well. So make sure that you always go in with a liquid based product first off. Like you can see in this video, I started off with my conditioner, then I'm going in with my cream, that's the virgin hair fertilizer, then I use my oils last because that's a sealant. I'm sealing in that moisture, and I have high porosity hair, so my hair absorbs moisture quickly, but it doesn't retain that moisture for a longer time. So one way I'm able to lock in my moisture is by keeping in, like putting oils to lock in. Like oils are sealant, oils are not moisturizing. People need to know this. That whole thing of use oil on your hair for it to be moisturizing, like you're doing you're not doing your scalp any good. So make sure that you always go in with a liquid based product first off before going in any form of oils or sealants or anything. Just make sure LOC method, that should be ringing in your head every single time you want to put oil on your scalp. Make sure you go in with water or a liquid based product first off before doing that. When I started making sure that any single time I lay down on my bed or I'm going to sleep, I put on my scarf, it has really changed my hair and my moisture routine. Like, when I tell you that your moisture routine is important, but just know that if you don't sleep with your bonnet or scarves, your hair is going to dry instantly. Like, your pillowcase, your bed sheet is literally going to absorb all that moisture. In this video I was doing a treatment on my hair. That's why I had the nylon bag or the plastic bag on my hair, but naturally I just sleep with only my scarf. Just make sure that you sleep with your scarf, because you can see that my ends, you can see how moisturizing they felt. And this was a 24-hour treatment I was doing to my hair. That's why I had that plastic bag on and my scarf. But make sure you protect your hair when you're going to bed. Is very, very important, because your ends, the reason why you're not seeing length on your hair is because your ends are breaking off, and if your ends are dry, they're going to split up and break off. So that's why you're getting stagnant growth or your hair is getting shorter. So make sure that you sleep with your scarf to prevent that from friction on your bed sheet, and also your product being absorbed by your pillowcase and your bed sheet. So make sure that either you sleep with a scarf on or you get like a silk pillowcase. So just make sure before you go to bed, make it your routine so that you won't always forget. And you can see how my hair feels moisturized. My hair feels so good. So make sure you're always sleeping with your scarf, guys. So the next thing is, do not underestimate the power of hair treatment. Like, my hair literally changed when I started doing treatments to my hair. Treatment help to elevate your hair. Your hair can be mid, but once you start doing treatment, you see so much thickness, volume, strengthen your hair. Like, treatments really do a lot to your hair. So make sure that you do treatments regularly, or not just doing the treatment regularly, but do treatment when your hair needs it. Like I mentioned, is a treatment. There are some treatments that you can do regularly. Like, for instance, in this video I'm using aloe vera. I mostly use aloe vera as my moisturizer because it works well for my hair and it's so moisturizing, and my hair stays moisturized for a longer period. But there are other treatments that you can try. Like, for instance, protein treatment. I usually do that when my hair is I notice that my hair is breaking a lot and my hair is feeling dull and my hair just needs that extra boost. I go in with protein treatment, and I usually do it when I'm coming off a long-term protective hairstyle. Like in this video, or on my channel, I do long-term protective hairstyles on my channel to grow my hair. So I do that challenge every 3 months. I'm currently on the 2nd month. So if you want to join my challenge, you join by subscribing so that you get updated on it. So when I tell you that doing treatments to your hair really helps your hair, I do protein treatment, I do deep conditioning, I do hot oil treatment. Hot oil treatment helps to improve the shine. If your hair is feeling dull, it helps to make your hair shiny, and it also helps you to retain more moisture on your hair before washing it. It's a treatment you do before washing your hair. Like I mentioned, there's so many treatments you can try, but the one I always emphasize more on is protein treatment and moisture treatment, because your hair needs that a lot. I also do cloves and rosemary. Like, I've tried so many things on my hair, so I know what works. Most times, some treatments do the same thing, so you don't really need to do every single thing, but just make sure that you're incorporating something to your hair apart from your normal routine, because it really makes a huge difference to your hair. So the last I'm going to talk about is patience. Having a good routine and being consistent is the key to seeing so much growth and results to your natural hair. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.